Sick Reactor here. How's everyone doing today? And in today's video, we're doing another tier list. Well, not a tier list. We're basically predicting a table, the Premier League table to be exact. And there's 20 teams in which we're going to be predicting their placement in that table. There's a lot of the 20 teams, and based on the transfer market and what happened last year, there's a lot of there's a lot of like mysterious, like I don't know. A lot of big name teams, a lot of small teams. Okay, let's start off with Arsenal. Okay, let's start off with Arsenal. Arsenal have bought Kai Havertz, Declan Rice. They bought David Wright from what's it called, Brentford. A lot of teams. This Arsenal team was second place, challenging Manchester City last year. So I think this year they're gonna be in top 3. You know, I think probably top 2. And again, I'm just gonna predict it now. Just Manchester City. Right now, Manchester City is super dominant. Like they're just champions. They're gonna be champions again. Like, what can I say? Let's go with Aston Villa. Aston Villa is being coached by Unai Emery. I don't know. It's very hard to predict Aston Villa. I'm going to... Unai Emery brought back life into Aston Villa. And I think because they were almost like, I think they were in the lower mid, and then he brought them up to, like, I think they're in the Europa League. The Europa Conference League, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this year they are going to the Europa League. They're going top 6 probably. They're going top 6, or if I'm wrong, the Conference League. The Conference League probably. Either one. But I'm telling you, Aston Villa is going into European competition. And Burnley, I think they're gonna go relegation. Company ain't gonna do enough with Burnley. I think they're gonna get eliminated. They're gonna be relegated basically. This team, I forgot the name of the team, but I think they got promoted and they're going back into the champions. So the championship, I guess. Brentford, I thought. The first time they went to the Premier League, I think they were going to get relegated. They surprised a lot. They surprised a lot of people. So did Sheffield when they came back, but then they did a good year and then they relegated. But I think Brentford this year, I think they're going higher mid-table. They're not going into European competition. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. They're a very surprising team. I think they're a big dark horse. But I think they're going into the mid-table. Brighton is right now, I think, one of the smartest club in the Premier League right now. They're a super smart club, buying insanely good talent, raw talent, making it into high profit, selling it to big name teams. And I think Brighton right now, with their great investments, with their great, they're going into the Europa League. If they play their cards right, they might go into Champions League, but I don't know now because they sold a lot of their big name players. So I think Europa League. They're going into the Europa League. Chelsea, on the other hand, okay, let's see. Chelsea have spent nearly $1 billion in 2 seasons. In 2 seasons, they spent $1 billion. Euros, actually. 1 billion euros in players. That says a lot about their president, their new president. And I don't know, to be honest, Chelsea, because that's what they did last year. They bought in a whole bunch of players, and now they're selling them for way cheaper. Like, what type of investing or what type of money skills are they doing? Like, they bought in Koulibaly. They bought in, who else? They bought in a lot of big names, and literally almost half of the squad is being sold to Saudi Arabia, to different countries, and Now they're bringing in way less talent. I think they buy in Salcedo, Moses Salcedo. I forgot his name. Moses, the Ecuadorian center midfield, and now they're bringing in another player from Crystal Palace. I don't remember the name, but they are spending a lot of money. And at this moment, right now, they haven't brought in a lot of results. So that says a lot. And they ended, I think, in what was it, the higher or the lower mid-table? But they ended in the mid-table. So I think this year Chelsea is going to end in higher than Brighton, probably higher than Brentford. I mean, maybe Europa League. I don't know. And then send Aston Villa up here. I don't know. But they're going to be ending in 8th place. My prediction, 8th place. Everton has... Let me see. I don't know. Everton is a really, really weird club at the moment. I think it might be ending in the lower table. I think probably 15th place. I don't know. They haven't been doing a lot of results. I don't know. I think they're gonna end here. Nottingham Forest, I think, is gonna go exactly the same with Everton. Probably 16th. Don't know. Fulham, again, bottom. Liverpool. Huh. They got rid of their old defense, Fabinho, Henderson, Miller, and they kept their new, younger signings, Gakpo, the player from Leipzig, Salzburg, I forgot what we call it. They brought in a new midfield, a fresh new midfield, not a lot of attack. The defense is still the same. And I think, with all of that said, I think Liverpool maybe gonna go champions. Are gonna go to champions. I don't know. They're gonna end probably 4th or 5th. But they're gonna go 4th. They're gonna go to Champions League. Luton Town. I don't wanna look. Luton Town, for the first time, is in the Premier League, and because of that, you know, they don't have the best players. They don't have the best stadium. First year in the Prem. Do I think they're gonna be surprising? They're gonna surprise the Premier League, probably. But I think in between these two, not Crystal, Sheffield and Luton Town. I think because Sheffield also had some time in the Prem, are gonna end just above the relegation zone. Luton Town is gonna be dead last. How I feel. Now these teams right here, except for probably Crystal Palace, but I think all these teams here have a possibility of going into European competition. I think Newcastle is a very, very surprising team. They got bought by a Saudi Arabian club, and ever since then they have done the unimaginable. They are not doing what Chelsea is doing. They're not buying every single new player, new exciting player. Now they're taking their investment very seriously, and it shows. They're getting a lot of results. They got Champions League again. They're back in the Champions League, and I think this year, they're gonna be in third place. They're gonna be in 3rd place. I think United, with their new signing, the new striker Mason Mount, I think they're not gonna make it. I love United so much, but I don't know. You know, I think the United is not a team right now that surprises. I would love to switch out United and City, but I just have to be realistic. I hope I'm wrong on this one, that United ends up in probably champions. But for me, again, I think they're gonna end up in Europa League. Probably they're gonna end up higher than Liverpool, in my opinion. I don't know, but Or do you think Arsenal's gonna? Or do I think Arsenal's gonna end up in a bad season? I don't know. I think Arsenal right now are just livid. They're excited because last year they got second place, almost breaking City's record. You know, but I don't know. I think it's a very hard table to predict, especially with these teams that are they're one of the best leagues. Very hard to predict, Spurs, they lost Harry Kane, and that's a very big it's a very big hit on their attack. They bought a new goalkeeper, but at the end of the day, I think they're gonna end up in Chelsea's spot, not making it into European competition this year. For next year, I mean. And that's it for the lower table relegation. Now it's up for the higher mid team, and I think now it's up for the higher mid team. So I think that Chelsea will end up in the highest place. Brentford's gonna be behind it, and it's in the matter of these two. Wolves lost their attack with Adama Traore, Raul Jimenez. I think they're gonna behind it. I think that's gonna go. There we go. I think West Ham, because they haven't made a bunch of big transfers on their attack. Moises, what's it called? Their coach, I think, wanted a bunch of signings, but the president said nah, or I don't know. They haven't been making a lot of transfers. They barely made a lot of transfers. They bought Edison Alvarez for Declan Rice to replace Declan Rice. But I don't think he's ready for it. But who knows? I think that's how it's going to end up. With City champions, Luton Town, Burnley, and I forgot the name of the team, being relegated. And that's how I think it's going to go. Exactly how it's going to be. First place, City. Second place, Arsenal. Third, Newcastle. Fourth, United. I'm just going to keep a high hopes. I think it's going to end up almost the same as last year. And let's go again with let me read myself real quick. City first, Arsenal second, Newcastle third, United fourth, Liverpool fifth, Brighton sixth, Aston Villa 7, Chelsea 8, Brentford 9, Wolves 10, Crystal Palace 11, West Ham 12, Everton 13, Spurs 14, Nottingham Forest 15, Fulham 16, Sheffield 17. I forgot the name of the team. 18, Burnley 19, and Luton Town last place 20. Let me know what you think. I'm wrong with my prediction. Let me know your prediction in the comments down below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. See you guys next Thursday. Peace.